bus with the hold up. White breath, big coat, got the cold touch. Can't hear too much of our shoulders. Don't sweat, this night isn't over. Don't stress, this love is a coaster.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To a new year.
Today is a little bit of a different video. I mean, like, majority of the videos leading up to comp was a prep series. And then our last video was when we got engaged, huh?
Yeah.
So it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
But today we're going to kind of go over just like what we've kind of been up to. And I'm going to do a bit of a recap on how much prep cost me. Because that is a huge question that people have asked. And I put it off because I don't really want to add it up. And yeah, I mean, it's probably a contributing factor as to my off season. Now we're planning a wedding, so that comes first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of more
Weddings
expensive.
are expensive. Weddings are expensive.
You should have seen it when we got our quote.
Oh.
She was like, okay, so it involves this, this, and this, and this, and this. And she, like, you know, turned the piece of paper like it was a document to sign, and she goes, and there. And I looked at it, and I looked at Corey. And Corey looked at me, and we're like, okay.
Sweet.
Cool, so Japan's gonna be a week trip instead of 2 weeks.
Yeah, on that actually, so this year we have a few cool things on. We have obviously more comp stuff. None of us are competing, but lots of friends are, so we'll probably be involved with them. Then we have Bali, and then we have Japan. So I'm hoping to bring all my gear with me, and we can vlog those trips as well. So yeah, pretty exciting.
He says hope, but he will.
Yeah.
So,
there's
like,
a few things in Japan that I definitely want to do, and I'd love to film it just for like my own memories. So yeah,
cool.
Fingers crossed. But yeah.
Yeah, I've got my greens in my sippy cup, and now I'll make my oats.
Yeah, we're gonna make breakfast. Oh, I've already eaten.
He ate.
Yeah, I was hungry. So she'll make breakfast, and we'll just chill out for a bit, and yeah, time the train, and then we'll go over some of the prices this afternoon. So
Love. Are you gonna train legs with me?
I'm gonna be filming legs. I'm not training. I trained legs yesterday.
That's what he says.
Move. If you come back to school.
So, we're here at the usual, right away, of course. I'm gonna train legs, and I'll be honest, I still don't like training legs, whether I'm in prep or not. So, but it is the goal. The feedback that I did get from both my shows was to grow my glutes and probably a little bit of my quads as well, because you gals got little pins. And delts, which, you know, going into my shows, I knew that that would be it. It'd be glutes and delts and glutes. And that's all I train. So yeah, we're gonna train some legs. I start with hack squat, which is actually disgusting. But yeah, we're gonna train legs, get a good pump hopefully. And yeah, Corey's decided not to join us. He's just filming. So he
Too hard otherwise.
He got out of training legs.
I didn't. I trained yesterday. You were slack. You kept pushing us back.
Yeah, well, I was sick.
Uh-huh.
I was. I still sound nasally as hell. I'm like, hey, gal. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Chops.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So I decided to sit down and put everything together. I'm a list person, so it's listed and it's like categorized and everything, because that's just how I live my life. Corey knows that too, don't you? Yeah. He's like, we need to write a list for something. Do you want to do that? And I'm like, yes. Like, this is why we're getting married, you understand me. I've kind of gone through and done like coaching, all my registrations, all my different types of coaching. So that's prep and posing. The registrations cover the NPC athlete registration and the IFBB registrations for per show as well. I've also covered hair and makeup and tans. So that's from the hair extensions to the colouring to the lifting of my hair extensions to getting the blow dries for my hair extensions, nails, pro tan, all that kind of stuff. I also included my eyelashes, but it's a refill because I live with them and I won't live without them. And then I've also got my posing bikinis, my show bikinis, practice shoes, which looked very worse for wear by the end of it, so I had to get new ones for show anyway, and my robes and all of that. And then also because I did nationals, I had flights and accommodations and stuff like that. So let's begin. So under coaching, for my prep coach, I paid $125 a week, and that was for a 28-week period. That was from start of prep to all the way to the end of nationals. And then I had a posing coach, which I saw once a fortnight. That was $100 a session. So I had roughly about 14 sessions that I calculated. So for just my prep coach and my posing coaches together was $4,900 for prep. Then when you move over to registration, registered for NPC, which is an athlete registration worldwide. So if you do IFBB, I'm not entirely sure about the other federations at least. You do need to do that, and I think that covers for people that are registered, so when they win their pro card and stuff like that. So I had to convert that because it's in US dollars, but that was about $400. And then IFBB registration per show, or sorry, per class as well, is $250 per class. So for my state show, I did 3 classes, which I did first timers, novice and open, and then nationals I did 1. I did 1. So adding all that up together just for registration is $2,000. Moving over to hair and makeup and tans, obviously for girls it's going to be different to guys. Guys don't have to get hair extensions and all that kind of shit. But so my hair extensions to buy and to install was $2,300. It was a weave. It was a weave. Obviously there's different ways that you can get tape-ins, you can get clip-ins and all that kind of stuff. Throughout having my hair extensions in, I had to get them lifted, which was $250. For my hair color, foils, cut, etc. was $350. I had my hair extensions in for about roughly 8 weeks, and each week I had to get a blow dry, a wash and blow dry, because washing and blow drying them was crazy and wasn't really recommended. So to do myself, that was $75 per blow dry, so that came up to $600. My show day hair and makeup packages I did through Tegan Woodford, which is a part of the IFBB team. That was $350 per show. I did 2 shows, so that was $700. Then I had my pro tan, which if you are competing at IFBB, it is like very much recommended that you do pro tan, so your color is consistent with every other competitor's. That was $250 per show, so that was $500. Then for my nails, I got acrylic tips, that's $85. A pedicure, that was $45. And then my eyelash extensions, which was a refill for me because I live with them, is $100. So just hair and makeup and tans was $4,930. I know, it's like, it's still going. Okay, so for my bikini, shoes, robes, jewelry and stuff like that. So my posing bikini that I wore during my check-ins was $180. My show bikini, I budgeted $900. My practice shoes that I wore day in, day out for about 2 years of practicing posing before I even got a posing coach were $110 on sale. So they're probably more expensive, but I got them at the end of financial year. And then my show shoes, which were covered in diamantes, were $280. My show day robe that I wore over my bikini, like your black satin silk one that you see gals wear, was $75. My show day jewelry was $150. That was my rings, my bracelets, my earrings, those kinds of things. So all of that together was $1,695. Then because I did nationals, we had flights, accommodation and a hire car for nationals in Brisbane. Thankfully, the accommodation was split 3 ways. So it was between myself, Corey and Heath. He joined us. That was $1,000 for me. And then I did a rough estimate of my vitamins, supplements and food shops, which was roughly about $450 a fortnight. So that added up to over a 28-week period, $6,300. So, unless you have a calculator open right now, I'm going to let you know how much that cost in total. Which, when I saw this, because I always thought that I was overestimating with just a rough figure, and I found out that I was actually underestimating it. And I think Corey just sat on the couch with me before as I added it up, and I said to him, oh my God, I actually need to just breathe for a minute. So total spent on coaching, registration, hair, makeup, tans, bikinis, the lot, flights, accommodation for a state show and nationals was $20,825. So, other than me getting heart palpitations by saying that I spent that much money last year on a show, hopefully this gives you guys a better insight as to a financial point of view of competing, if you are interested in competing in the future, or if it's something that you would like to do in the near future and you're trying to figure out a budget and how to kind of save. This is very much a rough guide. Because it was my first show as well, I didn't really have the chance to potentially reuse a bikini from a last show. So, you know, if you are a seasoned competitor or you've previously done ICN and you're going to move over to IFBB or anything like that, you know, you can reuse bikinis. Some girls don't wear hair extensions and it's not 100% needed. It's not recommended, but obviously, you know, like if that's how you feel your femininity and you kind of, that allows you to be more flowy and posing, or for me personally, I preferred having hair extensions and also wanted to cover my back tattoo. So, you know, like you can cut costs there, especially like I said, you don't have to get a weave, those kinds of things. So there are bits and pieces as to like where you can budget and change some things up, but this is me also verbally trying to justify me spending $20,000. Well, almost 21, to be honest, it's pretty much $21,000. But yeah, honestly, if anyone ever has any questions about competing, things that I recommend for you guys to maybe know, or any questions that you have going into your first time competing, or just in general, if you have any questions about life or what we're going to do this year or anything along those lines, I'm always really happy to answer questions. Corey and I, throughout the end of my prep, we sat down and did a Q&A, and I don't think we ever posted it. So I might put a question box up if you guys are keen, collab with Corey, and we can sit down and answer any questions. We've got a lot of projects and little adventures that we're doing this year. So yeah, we're hoping to continue rolling with the YouTube now that I'm not in prep anymore, just to kind of change up the content as well. So if it's something you guys would really like to see, or if you have any questions, let me know. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you did make it this far into the video, drop an emoji below. I always like to have a good squiz to see if anyone follows along this long, while I'm just absolute dribbling shit at this point. But yeah, and you'll see us for our next video. Peace.